to it.
What is going on, everybody? Stubbs here from Retro Handhelds, your latest place to catch up with what's going on in the retro handheld and emulation space. With me again today is my illustrious co-host, Mr. Rob, the Retro Tech Dad. Rob, how's it going, man?
It's good. How's it going, everyone?
It's going good. It's going good. Ban, we got Ban, of course, from Ban Unboxed.
Hey, how's everyone doing?
And we got Mr. Andrew from RH himself.
What up?
What's going on? So, today, we're going to do a couple things here. I got a couple things over the weekend. I'll tell you about these. And some of these things I can take a little look at. Some of these things I can take a big look at. So we'll talk about that. It'll be very fun. I know you all have some unboxings too, so we'll take a look. Oh, my camera's not on. Hold on. Oh.
Wait, where are you?
Yeah, where are you?
Oh, me? This is something
Are you in the doctor's office? What?
Okay, it's kind of a... Where should I start? It's been an interesting weekend and week. All right, so listen. A lady contacted me a couple days back. She was really nice. She said she accidentally got my 040, showed up at her house, and I was like, what in the world? And she's like, well, come here, come get it. I think this might be yours. And I'm like, oh my God, yeah, it is mine. I'm going to drive down there. So here I am in middle of the desert in Oregon, and I get in here, and all of a sudden, who do I see? Trogdor. And Trogdor is like, oh my God, I'm so happy to see you. I'm so happy to see you. I'm like, oh no. And they pull me upstairs and they lock me in this room and I'm stuck in this cabin in the woods, suburban woods. And it's very upsetting to me. So I've been here for days, but luckily I did get the 040. And I couldn't figure out how did they get it shipped to their house because they set a forwarding address. And it was crazy. They set a forwarding address on my address so it would forward to them, so all my mail's going to them. At least I'm getting my mail. And I said, as long as I can live stream and continue to do the podcast, I don't care where I do it from. And they're feeding me round the clock. It's great. Only thing is I can't leave, and I am locked in here.
I'm a bit concerned,
currently.
though. How do we know this is actually you, though?
Yeah, maybe it's AI generated.
Can you blink twice if you're okay?
Well, I'm not all right, but I'm linking.
Okay, so at least this is not pre-recorded.
No, it's
but
not
AI is
recorded.
sophisticated
I got the Pocket
enough,
S2. Okay, so I did bring my setup with me. Well, I didn't. They set up my setup for me. It appears that Trey, he's super just obsessed with my setup and whatever I'm doing. I don't know why. He's just my electrician. It's gotten a little weird, and this is a problem because my family doesn't know where I am. Please, kids, make sure to eat your vitamins, go to bed on time, and I'll be home one day. All right, let's get on with the show. So we have a lot to talk about today, and not least of which, of course, is these two things. And the TrimUI Brick has a metal variant, so we're going to talk about that. It's up for pre-sale on a website, and we'll get into that. MANGMI Air X is coming. And this is when we have a review unit on the way to, and I have one on the way here to this place. And Taki has a new SUPER5 Switch screen, which is all fancy. Sega games are delisted, EmuReady, and then we have a bunch of unboxings from these guys as well. So it's going to be a very oops all unboxings episode. Light on the news.
I was going to say surprisingly light on the news. That's unusual. I was kind of expecting today to have a whole bunch of stuff, just surprise. It's Monday, lots of new news, but no, nothing. It's just been quiet.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. So luckily we're counterbalancing the Lite news with a lot of unboxings because Rob's going to be unboxing the Hype Sticks, and we're going to have a game. We're going to have a game giveaway today. So we're giving away 2 game keys. Ban is unboxing a Fantech EOS Pro 2S and a Minisforum UM880 Plus fancy mini PC. And Andrew's hanging out and vibing. We're hanging out. Speaking of, Andrew, what have you been up to this week, man? What have you been playing some games? What have you been doing?
Working.
Just working? Just do you say bussin'?
Yep.
He's bussing.
Why am I not surprised?
Seems like an Andrew thing to do.
Yeah, I heard Travarius' wife talking about that downstairs, and I'm like, man, what is that? I'm the last to hear about lingo. I don't know what the hell's going on. Andrew, thanks for telling me. Rob, what are you doing this week?
What am I not doing? I'm always working on something, videos. I beat Age of Zombies last week. That was a cool game. That was fun to kind of run through. I'm not going to even touch game of the week this week. It doesn't look that interesting. No, I can't do it.
I tried it, and it's not
good.
Not for you? All right.
I told you, Andrew. It's just...
I had to at least give it a shot, because sometimes you're wrong about stuff. So I
am never wrong. I'm never wrong.
I don't know.
Now, Ban on the other hand.
Hey. I'm working on that, okay, Rob?
All right. Speaking of Ban,
he's trying to improve.
What are you doing this week? What's been up?
Trying to improve, as Rob said. No, I'm just doing a lot of things this week, testing. I need to get in some pictures, but that's another story. Today I've been specifically looking at the V90S because there are a lot of people talking about how the battery isn't as large as they say it is. So I bought one of these USB-C. Oh, I don't know if he's okay.
What is he doing?
I think he's trying to get out.
Is he flagging somebody
now
down?
I figured out that the window opens.
Oh,
He's
he
not
could just
wearing socks. Can you put some shoes on or something? Get them.
Hey, those cost money. Get those out of the.
What is happening here?
Instead of Ape Escape, it's Stubbs Escape.
So the V90S has been on your mind.
Yeah, people have been reporting that the battery isn't as large as they say it is. So I bought one of those USB-C testers so I fully drained mine and I let it fully charge back up. Mine is only about 2200 milliamp hour.
This is ridiculous.
So it's that's just over 2/3 how big they said it should be.
Okay, all right.
I mean,
I'm upset, but I'll live with it.
How Kitty's, known for their quality.
At least you can replace the battery.
Yeah, they've always let you do that on the V90 line, so you get your own whatever you want, really.
Yeah, it just explains why the battery's so bad.
Bad to the bone. I thought I was going to get out of here for a second, but that van kept driving. It didn't hear me. Okay, moving on. So we're talking about now the TrimUI Brick, and it has a metal variant.
Yep.
Yes, that's right.
The brick hammer.
The brick hammer. That's right. All metal brick hammer. So the green looks super awesome. The pink as well. The black, you know what? Sign me up for that green, though.
I mean, that's the one I signed up for.
So beautiful. I like the pink, though. That's
so
actually
good.
kind of nice. That's kind of nice.
Oh, yeah. You don't often see something in that, shade of pink. I think the last time we saw anything advertised like that was the AYANEO Pocket S. Had that rose gold.
That's right, yep.
So $95. And what's crazy is that I didn't think anyone would want to pick this up for the little bit higher price point, but it seems like it's been very popular. A lot of people have been saying they've been picking it up. And it's on this new store called the TrimUI store, which apparently is not officially connected to TrimUI themselves. But what they are is a store that's focused on selling TrimUI products.
Yeah,
So-
that's not confusing at all.
Not confusing whatsoever.
No.
The only thing about this is that means they're a drop shipper. So you're not getting stock direct from TrimUI when you buy from them.
Right.
It's like Go Game Geek or Mech DIY. I don't see anything fraudulent about it other than kind of purposely misleading, I feel like. But I feel like, they're going to be buying product and then still shipping them to you at a little bit of an upcharge. So you might want to wait when this actually comes out and then buy it. It could be at least a few dollars less. I'm not sure. For metal devices, you do see a premium.
Do we know if this is directly made by TrimUI, or is it just like some kind of metal kit that's being assembled by them?
I have no idea.
Yeah,
I have
that's
no
what
idea.
I'm wondering. Yeah,
So
Yeah,
is
interesting.
Is the first source this store, Andrew?
As far as I know, it is. I
So
haven't seen it anywhere else, and it just popped up. I forget where it popped up originally, but yeah.
Mech DIY messaged me on Twitter and they were like, that's not the actual TrimUI store. We've been talking to them and they are making a metal TrimUI brick. These are correct. These colors are correct. Everything's right here, but it's not shipping yet. And we don't have an exact date. So this store is taking orders to then drop ship and send them to you. So it does appear to be coming from TrimUI. That sounds right. But yeah, that's our only sources on that. So very odd.
I mean,
But
it's like
yeah,
the official MiyuMini.com website. Like,
Yeah.
it's not actually Miyu, because theirs is
Yeah.
a different website, and you can't buy anything from them directly. But
you can't buy
this
from them
website-
directly.
you can buy from this official MiyuMini.com. It's a drop shipper,
Right.
just with... There's a little bit of like gray area that they're playing with the branding and everything, but
Yeah, that's where I felt with it too. It's like, okay, all right, as long as they're shipping to customers. So a lot of us placed orders, and so we're going to report back when we get shipping notices just to confirm like we're good here, because you don't want to get your money tied up, of course, if unnecessarily. So we'll see. And Mech DIY, Lit NXT, they're going to be carrying this as well. Go Game Geek, it's a drop shipper thing. So all right, more to come on that. It looks really freaking cool, and I'm going to be doing more brick content myself. I don't know about you guys.
I really do like the brick, so I mean, I
Yeah,
might
Brick
go
is
back
so
to it.
nice.
I got an everyday carry video that I keep saying I'll release. I have it filmed, and I need to release. I need to edit it and release
Well,
it.
Like, every
If you're
time I
locked
pick
in
it
a
up, I'm
room-
just like, wow, this is so nice. It just kind of surprises
Right.
you when you hold it in your hands. It's just, yeah, good stuff.
It's so good. Yeah.
if you're locked in a room, Stubbs, isn't all of the things your everyday carry?
Right. Well, I didn't know I'd be locked here, so I didn't bring all my handhelds. I only have my Switch 2, this Pocket S2 Pro, and the 040 from MagicX, sent over from Ampone. That's all I have to my name and my phone. 2 phones. Yeah.
2 phones.
Yeah, my Pixel. I got a Pixel 9a that they gave me here. That they said I can make certain calls. They have it locked down in child mode, so I can't call anyone except for
Ban.
except for people that Tubbers approves. And then, of course, we have my Samsung S25
Wait. Who
Ultra.
approves?
Tubbers,
Who's Tubbers?
my electrician. That's his name. He gets
That's
mad
not
when
his
I
name.
call him by the wrong name, and he's gonna hear me too. They're listening in to every freaking word I say.
I think they're watching you through the camera.
Yeah, the camera is following your every movement. That's a little bit creepy.
They want to make sure he
Oh
doesn't
my.
leave the frame.
Well, yeah, and it's very boxed in here. They have this. I can't go to the past here, so I don't know.
Fred wants to know if the Chode made the trip with you.
I don't.
No,
Think that,
I don't
think
have a
that's-
mini. I don't have a brick, so I gotta
Should
wait
always
for the
travel
brick
with
metal.
your Chode. Always travel with your
I
Chode.
don't
I-
have it. My
I don't-
kids are going to be devastated, but they have full access to it at my house now. They have full access to my whole collection.
Do you want your kids to have full access to your chode?
Oh no! I think Russ came in at the perfect time.
Yes, he did. This
Oh
is
man, did I say
very
that when
much.
Russ just showed up?
Yeah.
All right, Russ, you can leave. Bye. I'll leave. Never mind. Bye.
Hey, yeah, Russ should know that this is sort of par for the course for Stubbs.
What was he doing?
Okay. This is a serious professional podcast. I don't care if I'm in dire circumstances. We need to carry on as if nothing has happened. Nothing has happened.
Okay.
Okay. Moving on though for today. We're looking today at the MANGMI Air X.
It's
MANGMI?
Mang. It's Mang. Mang.
MANGMI.
MANGMI. MANGMI.
Like who manged me here? Air X. This is started by, at least in part, former employees from AYANEO. So it looks very much like an AYANEO device. I realize that. Brand new. And we do have a unit coming for this one. And it looks very interesting. It has an older Snapdragon chip. It has pretty decent specs here. Let's take a look at those. 5,000 milliamp hour battery, 15 watt charging, 286 grams. So it's lighter weight it's 100 grams lighter than the anbernic slide.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of things are in this world.
Yeah, I know, but it's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's
So-
cool to see something, at least something different, right? I mean, at least we're getting.
Yeah.
I'd be
And I mean-
curious to see what price point it comes in at. But go ahead, Ben.
Right.
I was gonna say I was curious about the price, especially since it's a Qualcomm Snapdragon 662.
Right.
Because you don't often see handhelds with that outside of like Retroid AY and recently AYANEO. I think we've only seen it from like Logitech, I think, and I don't know if there have been any recent handhelds using Qualcomm.
I don't think so. It's been a little while. Now, there's been a few exceptions. Rob knows about them. Rob, over to you.
Yeah, Rob, what do you know?
What do I know?
Yeah, what else
What is
has?
it that I
What do
actually
you
know?
Yeah, Rob, what else has used a Qualcomm chip in it?
Lots of things actually. Lots of
Retroids,
Snapdragon.
maybe?
Lots of Retroids, yeah.
You've been thinking
Yeah.
about that Retroid Classic.
Not Anbernics, I'll tell you that much.
That's
Heck
true.
No.
Oh.
No.
The snail Mochi i7s used a Snapdragon.
No, Ben. No one knows what you're talking about.
That's the issue. Sorry. No, that's
You and I
that's
the only ones.
Have you ever had that mochi ice cream, though? Oh, so good.
Mochi ice cream is good stuff, yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
good. So good.
I
All right,
approve.
let's move on. So this thing looks pretty cool. It looks neat. We'll talk more about it.
We
You
just-
know, whatever.
we just really want to know the price, honestly.
Yeah, we do. And I'll let you all know as soon as I know. There is an embargo on this. Surprise, surprise, because there is an embargo on everything, and it's so chaotic and confusing and crazy.
2025
told
year
one
of the
day-
embargo.
Year of the
of the-
embargo. We get told one thing, and the one thing happens. We get told another thing, and then the embargo changes, and they're like, "You're late on content," or like, "You're too early. Take that down." Wait, you could have talked about this, but not this, not that. I'm like, what is going on? Every company now is doing this embargo.
I think they're
thing.
trying to seem like they're more professional
Like they're-
than what they really are.
Yeah.
It seems like we're seeing Anbernic, in Best Buy. We're seeing AYANEO in Best Buy. We're seeing all of these mainstream efforts happening here, and so maybe that is what's going on. I don't know, but we've been used to 4 or 5 years of just we get a handheld in the mail, we make content on it. That's it. Sometimes there's been a couple little could you wait till this day? But for the most part, it's been pretty steady. And this year, yeah. So it's just weird to get used to. And they're all a little different, and it's all a little bit confusing because I'm not sure exactly for the 040 exactly what day it goes on sale, but the embargo ends technically on the 28th for a dedicated video. That's all I know. I think I can unbox it. I don't know. I think I can poke around at it, but not turn on the screen, I think. I don't know. If I get in trouble, I'm already locked away. What do they do? It would honestly be a benefit to me to be dragged out of here by the police. That would be good.
If they can find you, though.
That's true.
Right. My cell phone service has been cut off, of course, but 911 strangely has been taken off my other phone. But anyways, moving on. So we're also looking, of course, at Taki's new Super Switch screen. So he had one that released not too long ago. It had a non-touch variant, then they added touch, and it was kind of complicated to put together. Well, now he's saying, you know what, here's a new solution, and this should be better for you. And it's called the SUPER5, and it's bigger, right?
It is a little bit larger
Yeah.
than an original Switch Lite, but I think that's because of a larger screen.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. It sounds like he's throwing everything, including the kitchen sink, into it.
Right.
So, I mean, I guess it kind of depends on just how much it's going to come out for. Again, that whole pricing situation.
Is it me
Yeah,
or
it's gonna
is
be
there
interesting.
a lot of product that I mean maybe we want to slow down here a little bit, kind of nail down the shipping process, the manufacturing process. He's got tons of different products. But
Right.
just where are we going here, kind of thing. And he's had some issues with the other screen. You know what I mean, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
Maybe he should take care of getting like all pre-orders and like already ordered things shipped first and foremost.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Teach
I'll
me
tell you,
Dennis
I
in
know some people who
8 months.
won't be ordering this new screen. That's for sure.
I know some people who might not be able to put together this new screen.
Who?
I can't say it. He might get
Our
upset.
friend Mike? Is he in live chat right now?
He
Blink
is in
twice.
live.
Type,
He is in live chat. Yes.
type the words blink twice, Mr. Retrogue, if that's you we're describing.
There it is.
We love you, man.
I'm sorry, but it's true.
I mean, I just from seeing things on the internet, I know that he's had some issues with just the stuff in general. So I mean, yeah, it'd be interesting to see how he handles this one. I mean, I would slow down a little bit here.
I mean, I like the size. It looks a little bigger. I like the coloring here and all that. Like that looks cool. So we'll see. I have not been brave enough to take on the task myself, especially after seeing Mike disassemble his and break the unit. He not only did the screen not work anymore, but also his switch was dead. Something he had to get another switch Lite. I mean, and then there wasn't a refund that was going to happen. There was, it was all.
Well, the quality
song and
control as
dance.
well. I know people are getting screens that have issues and things like that. So it's just
Right. Yeah. So we'll see. I mean, I hope for the best for any company, when they release
absolutely.
a product that maybe isn't up to
Absolutely.
par, for them to do better and better and release something that people do feel good about
These are
buying.
cool projects. I think they're very
Yeah,
cool
they're
projects.
really
I mean,
cool
especially
projects.
this one
Yeah.
is really
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Switch Lite's an awesome sized handheld, and having just a bigger screen going in there, that's really cool.
Yeah, and
And
oh, sorry.
I'm sure there's lots of people who are going to be okay with doing the screen swap out because they're comfortable with that. The worst thing I have ever done for modding is swapping screens. I'm not good at it. I can never get the glue right or anything about it. So I am just a little bit skittish about this. But yeah, Ban, you were going to say?
I was just going to kind of mention the fact that there's always one company that has to do these types of mods first before anyone else comes out with something. Because I mean, the
Right.
first
Yeah.
the first Game Boy Advance screen mods, those were a pain in the butt, and everyone probably complained and yelled about those too. But
Right.
here we are now, and most of them are just drop-in replacements.
Yeah.
So this is just kind of, it's hard to get past it in idea, but it's the first step, really.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I wish him success. Taki, if you're
Same.
watching, keep rocking it. Keep iterating. I like to see people cooking. Okay. Now. Oh, wait. I think producer Sony was talking to me today about there's some new video he wanted to share. I don't. All right. There's the new transition. Very fun. Sega is now delisting a bunch of their games, specifically 9 of their games. And they're going to be off the Apple App Store now. They're going to be off the Google App Store. And right now, they are completely free for you to download before they get delisted. So I went ahead and went in my Android App Store and made sure to claim all of them. And we recommend you do the same. You can find it in our description under the RH Weekly, the full news and sources thing we always put in the description. That'll take you to the website, and then it links you right there, and you can click on each game. We have it listed in there, which, Andrew, thank you for doing that. I got to claim it for my Apple phone, but I don't have one here. So I don't know. I'll find a way.
Life finds a way.
Life does find a way. I hope wife finds a way. Help me. So yeah, that'd be,
She'll find you eventually.
I hope she. Yeah.
She
I wonder
may
how long
not be
until she
looking for
notices.
you.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, maybe she thinks it's just nice and quiet. She might hold off.
Well, they know they're used to me.
Did you, did
being
you
in
tell
the
your kids
studio.
are going out for milk by any chance?
No. I said I got to go get my review unit. For some reason, it shipped to this lady's house, in the middle of nowhere. And next thing you know, of course, there's poor cell reception over here, anyways. So like, I was cutting out last time we talked, anyways. So it, we'll get through this. Once they figure out that I'm not around, I'm sure they'll track me down. I hope so.
Hopefully.
Let's talk now about the fact that, Rob, why are you so upset? I heard that you had feelings about this.
About what?
About the Sega delisting.
Oh, well, I mean, I think Bam was more upset than I am.
Well, he
that's
told me
just-
that you were really upset that you were in his DMs, that you were giving him a hard time.
No, I was in
You
his
were like, I can't-
DMs asking if he wants a Switch too, because apparently that's what everyone's doing nowadays.
We got to get Ban a Switch too. You find one at
No.
Furniture Mart, Ban?
I did get a Switch too. I have
do?
one on order.
so
I'm
proud
gonna
of you.
walk into a Best Buy on Friday and I'm gonna just take it.
You're gonna take it from them?
I paid for it, but I'm gonna take
I believe
it.
that's called
Oh, okay.
stealing.
I was like, that's technically a felony, but
Yes.
No.
I'm glad did you pay
Poor
best?
choice of
did
words
you
there.
wait? Just details. Details matter. Details matter. Ban Margera. Are you paying Best Buy your money specifically?
Yes.
Okay.
I
cool.
got the Mario Kart bundle. I paid $480 after all was
All
said
right.
and done. So,
All right.
yeah, so I am gonna be on that Switch 2 train now.
All right, man.
But
Like to hear it. Yeah.
I was
That's good.
It's good. It's good.
I don't think Rob's upset about the delistings. He's just more upset about the Google Play Store being a pain in the butt.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say it's not all that surprising. I mean, how many things have been delisted from the Play Store at this point? I mean, we can go back years worth of great games that you can't find or download. So
Yeah, and I think the worst part is just being unable to download them because after a
Right.
while it's just
yeah,
this game is for an old version of Android and they won't even let you download a game that you got.
Well, you got some time left, so go ahead and go claim those games. Go claim those games, everybody. They're free. Now, this is a cool new app. So, EmuReady. Have you guys heard of this? Apparently, they are a crowd-sourced emulation compatibility tracker. So normally in the community, we have these elaborate spreadsheets we all share around that the community cooks on, and they have all these, this emulator works best with these settings. Well, now there's this online, I guess, database tracker, basically. And Andrew, you reported on this originally, I think, right?
Nope.
Nope, was that Sean?
I mean, I found it, but I didn't
found it,
know
okay.
about it.
Okay. Well, we have an article up on our website all about this if you want to know more. And it's super interesting. And I've not had time to play with it yet, but I'm looking forward to messing around and seeing, what is compatible with my devices. And the community, if again, you're part of the community out there, everybody, I guess you can go in and submit your tests, right? And it'll be part of the overall thing. And over time, it'll just grow and grow.
Yeah, and
it's
Okay,
tough.
so-
It's tough because I know this is like a really cool effort, but it's a massive effort because I know a lot of times compatibility lists they tend to get bad data, they get outdated, or they make claims of things that can run better than what they really do. So it'll be interesting to see how they handle it moving forward in terms of just like the data that gets entered into it.
Yeah, and what is nice though is that there seems to be a lot more data on EmuReady. Because
Yeah.
you're
Right.
getting which emulator they're using, you're getting like a verification chart,
Yeah, it's really cool.
and then if you actually, there's a little thing that actually lets you view the emulator specific details for what
Right.
was submitted. So like someone could be at like a 0.5 resolution to make it run well, and at least that's how it's set.
Right.
So I
Right.
think this might be a little bit of a better situation
It's
once
so
it
clean.
gets developed.
I like
Right.
how clean it is. Yes, it's
Yeah.
easy to navigate it. It's easy to just digest it. So
And I'm loving the filters too. Like, look at these filters. You get your systems, devices, SOCs, emulators, performance, and you have your success rate percentage there. You know, the red, yellow, green system that we see on these spreadsheets a lot of the time for how good is the performance. This is freaking awesome. There's not going to be a need soon for any of these spreadsheets if this thing is enough people get together, submit their results on this, and it's going to be a team effort, a group community effort. Go check this out. Go enter your data, and soon we'll have this nice ongoing thing. So kudos to the team over at EmuReady. You guys are awesome. This is really cool.
Yeah. I can't wait to see where this one goes.
Same, man. Same. And everybody, unless you got something for us, that's all the news we got today. Pretty fast, right?
Oh,
Crazy.
One more thing.
Yeah.
Oh, one more thing.
What's up?
Just one more thing.
On Saturday, Harbor Masters released SpaghettiKart,
Oh yes,
SpaghettiKart. So
Yes.
which is Mario Kart 64
the
port.
decompilation. Yep.
right.
The decomp, yeah. And today, someone already ported it to Portmasters.
Oh.
No way.
Yeah.
Ooh.
The Portmaster
Yeah,
team.
Portmaster.
God, I love this
Master
community.
just keeps
I
on
love
cooking.
this community.
It just keeps
Yeah, I
on
love
cooking.
it.
I love it. Yes.
Really, it's yeah. They're my
It's,
family
the
now.
Portmasters, it's the description says it's still pre-release, so you're gonna you might run into bugs, but that's to be expected.
I saw a video clip of this running on a super ultra wide monitor.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was
Almost.
doing it
I was like,
I had it
okay,
running-
I need to go to Best Buy real quick.
I gotta
I had
try
it
this
running
out,
on my
guys.
49-inch ultra wide at 240 hertz. And it was fantastic.
I'm like, I have an ultra wide, but I'm like, maybe it's time to get that Samsung super ultra wide crazy monitor.
I mean,
You don't need it. You do, but I guess
I
for this,
do.
you
I do
kind
need
of-
it. You
do
haven't
kinda
seen
need it.
Mario Kart 64.
Unreal.
Unreal.
Where's the spaghetti come from? Is it because like Mario and Luigi are Italian? Is that
I don't know.
where the spaghetti comes from? I don't know.
the biscotti.
It's just a spicy meatball.
Yeah.
Stop that, Rob.
No, I think Rob can do it.
So much of spaghetti. So much of
See,
spaghetti.
this is why I said stop it, Rob, because I knew that Stubbs was going to jump in.
Yeah. Oh, Mario. So much of spaghetti.
Oh,
Remember Hotel Mario? Remember
that sounded a
Hotel
little
Mario?
little Mickey-ish there.
Hotel Mario had the best clips ever. Oh man. Okay. Remember the CDI? Okay, we need to move on.
No.
So that's cool.
No.
That's
We
cool.
don't want to remember the CDI.
That's we do. All right. All right. So now is the thing you might have been waiting for.
I think I offended Mike. My bad.
Well, he'll be all right. He'll be okay. So here's the thing that you might have been waiting for is news and information about the Pocket S2 Pro and the MagicX 040. So before we switch to the, unboxing them and taking a look, if you were wondering, as far as I know, the MagicX 040 is available to purchase this coming Saturday, June 28th. I don't know what time yet. First, I got June 27th from the rep, and now it's changed to June 28th. It's a little unclear, like when everybody can release content. Even at first, it was after June 27th. Wait, on June 27th. Well, June 28th. Now it's after June 28th. Well, what is I don't know. And I finally said, can I just unbox it for everybody? People just want to see the thing. We can talk about ergonomics. I'm not going to turn it on.
Yeah.
We're not going to do any gameplay or anything. And they said, well, just don't make a dedicated video. So I took that as, yes, I will unbox it on the podcast. And again, yeah, if I'm wrong, well, I've done stupid things before. So
I'm super interested in this one. I'm really excited for this one.
So we'll take a look at this, everybody, and then also, yeah. So here's that, and then the AYANEO Pocket S2 Pro. This one also had a funny embargo that was like, we're going to email you. We're not going to tell you when the embargo's over, but we'll email you when it's after it's over, so you can start posting stuff. And then we saw ETA Prime post a video today, which you can check out. And I messaged a rep, and they said, well, yeah. So actually, your embargo was up when it arrived at your house last week. And I said, oh, that's very interesting. Well, all right. So now I can do whatever we can do whatever we want with this. So with that in mind, I'm really glad that I have this with me here because you know what that means? It means that I can do a full dedicated live stream tomorrow if my new landlords approve of it to use their internet. So I hope. Now, you'll have to let me know if the quality's okay because I have a janky connection here. The internet's not great. Strangely, though, they replicated my entire setup really freaking well. So let's see here. Can we add this to the stage?
I like
Yeah,
the
this is
fake
actually-
suburban background video loop you have going on behind you.
That's real. That is real.
I don't believe it.
I don't believe it
No.
either. That's
I can
about
open
as
the-
real as Band's old fake background he used to have.
Oh my gosh.
Here's a vase. Here's a vase, Rob. A vase. Do I own a vase?
I'm not talking about the vase
I'm pretty sure he.
or vase vase vase.
Yeah,
What
if
do you
it's
guys
really-
go with?
If it's a real
You interact
background,
with
he
this,
can
Rob.
throw the vase out the
Interact
back.
with this.
That Band's correct. Throw it out the window.
Close
Yeah.
grapes.
That doesn't prove anything.
That pre-recorded. He pre-recorded.
We're not convinced. I don't think anybody's convinced here.
No one's convinced. I mean, like I said, if it was a real background, he would have thrown the vase out the window.
It's bolted shut. I can't
We
get
watched
past the
you
screen.
open it. Well, so it is a screen.
There's a screen. It's made out of steel.
I
Which
don't
it-
believe this.
Well, and one thing we know for sure is that the AYANEO Pocket S2 Pro is probably, the pricing is not out of steel. And this is up for pre-order on IGG right now. If you're interested, I'll add it to the description. Totally forgot to do that before the show, but I'll make sure to do it right after. So we'll look at that after. But here we go. For better or for worse,
So excited.
this is the MagicX 040 on camera a little bit.
What color did you get?
I bet he got black.
Oh.
We got black here. A little.
Such an interesting looking device.
It really is. I will give MagicX credit. At least they're trying to do something different.
Well, yeah, I mean, it looks like it'll be great for, DS and vertical arcade. Which
Oh, we got.
Oh,
Keep talking, Ben. Sorry, you're good.
I was just gonna say it's gonna be great for DS vertical arcade, and for some people that's really all you need, especially with
Right.
the A133P.
Oh, I think
Right.
there's a couple people here that will definitely love that for some shmup action.
Ooh, I don't have any
I'm gonna
handhelds with me to.
shmup on that thing.
I don't have any comparisons really for this today, other than like a Pixel phone. So here's a Pixel 9a.
I mean, they're not that far off.
Now, I gotta say, right off the bat, though, I really like the shoulders. They're nice, soft, and quiet. They're very, very quiet. Very
Nice.
quiet. Not clicky loud. That feels really good. The D-pad has a pretty decent pivot to it. It's a little bit shallow, but man, that's not too bad. Yeah, that should do pretty well in Street Fighter. We have recessed analog sticks. Oh, they're concave too. Comfortable. I like.
Ooh,
There's just one stick. There's just one stick. I don't know why I never realized that before. One stick. Huh. I wonder if that's a Hall stick. Can we get the specs, Sony, looked up on this? See if we can talk a little more about what's inside. And maybe that stick, is it a Hall stick? I don't know. And then, I like the face buttons too. So they're these are definitely convex, but fairly decent travel there. Not too tall. You got the Xbox coloring there. Nice and quiet. They're a little small, but not too small. I'd say it's the Goldilocks size. Start and select. Okay. Up top, we have what looks like.
oh,
What do you want me to do? Okay. Oh, okay. We have DC OTG 3.5 headphone out, which people are always happy to see, I know. And I mean, two front-firing speakers. But the star of the show here is the fact that this is going to be really well suited, we think, for Nintendo DS. Because you're having very tall screen, so shmups in the DS, because you can do a screen, up here and down there. And then any of your vertical shoot 'em ups or shmups should look really nice on there.
Like old school arcade games, Donkey Kong, things like that. Galaga. Well, I guess Galaga's a shmup.
It's very lightweight. It's very lightweight. What
No,
else
but
is in the box?
There's a lot of cool just vertical arcade games that are not shmups. So there's a lot of stuff like that. Pinball will be really cool for that.
ooh, I didn't even think of pinball.
Yeah, pinball will be really cool on there.
All right, it's time
get
for
a U-
Space Cadet Pinball.
You get a USB-C cable. I like that. I like that.
I like that it has two USB-C ports. That's nice.
Ah.
Do we have pricing on this?
Do we?
Their
Sony's looking it up.
Their website doesn't currently have any pricing listed on it.
Good.
Here,
Um,
box specs.
oh, 4,300 milliamp hour battery.
So we have a 4,300 milliamp hour battery with 5 to 7 hours battery life. They claim an all-winner Cortex A53, A133P CPU at 1.8 gigahertz. Memory is 2 gigabytes. DDR4 1866 megahertz. Displays a 4-inch IPS full-view screen. Zero distance OCA full illumination. Resolution 480 by 800. Supports Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. Supports, huh? That's particularly worded there, so we'll have to see what that means, whether it's only via dongle or if it's built in. Vibration is going to be a built-in vibration motor. Great to this rumble. Love that. Touch has multi-touch. Hall effect joysticks. There you go. Just the one joystick, of course, but Hall effect and dual stereo speakers. And the weight, I don't know what the weight is, but it feels very lightweight, like super duper lightweight. And let's talk about ergonomics now. So let me just kind of let me just feel this out, everybody. Let me get this right up, Mike. Right up. Okay.
Oh,
ASMR.
oh no.
So it's nice. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the joystick actually is really well placed. Look at that. So I always complain about ergonomics in my thumbs, right? That is well placed. Now what you're doing here with the D-pad being exactly across from the face buttons when you're doing D-pad centric, I mean, that's just going to be like you're playing on one of those old school controllers, like you're just right apart from each other. That feels good. You can easily access your shoulder buttons. And they're right there. I mean, this is definitely more ergonomic than the RG Slide, one I've been using a lot recently. I guess we just have a vent hole in the back is what that is. And there's no branding on the back. So it's very bare bones. And I'm sure, I believe this is an engineering sample. And so we might see some branding being added. And there's different colorways. There's a white, a black, and then a translucent black that are going to be coming. And I only know this. I don't know if that's been announced yet, but where was it? Oh, I threw that box. Anyways, it's listed on the packaging that there were 3 different color options. So let's look at the website real quick. Looks like Sony has that pulled up there. Remove myself from the stage. Add Sony to this. There we go. So it's free. It's a $0 USD handheld, which is nice to see. Love that.
Stubbs
Love
really
that.
just said,
Oh, there you
there's
go.
no price, it must be free.
Yeah, it says right there. It's released at 11. It doesn't say what time zone. China
China
time. So
China time,
BJT, Beijing time, right? And so 11 a.m. or p.m. doesn't list, but
Probably AM.
probably a.m. So that's going to put us actually at June 27th. Is that right? Like late on June 27th?
I'm pulling this up right now.
Sounds
That's-
about right.
it's-
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
when the embargo ends for sure, and
Yeah,
we can
'cause
do stuff.
it will most
So-
likely be the 27th in the U.S. So
That's
Right.
That's like 8 p.m.
Pacific.
for you, Stubbs,
I
on the
actually-
27th.
I actually am getting back. Well, I'm not getting back now, of course, but we're going to figure that out. I'm going to talk to the landlords and see if I can do this around that time on the 27th, 8 p.m. It's good to know. We have an
Yeah.
offline episode with Monto Tech then too, so we'll probably do this right after that. Rob, you want to join me? Join me for a stream?
yeah, actually,
streaming
I'm always down.
You
for
and
that.
Andrew. Have a little
Yeah, you know
poke
that.
around at this thing. All right, that sounds good. So 3 colorways, and yeah, it's on MagicX website. We're gonna link that in the description if you're interested, or it's at shop.magicx.team. Check it out. MagicX has been a pretty awesome brand, releasing the XU10 first, and that was a vertical that got a lot of love a little bit later on. And then we saw the Mini XU, the XU, sorry, the XU Mini M.
Yeah, I know.
The
The names
XU
are so
Mini
hard to keep track of. Yeah.
M28 something. There was V1, V2. We unboxed the V2 last week. And That one really is a nice tiny vertical. It's another nice tiny horizontal. And now they're coming with this one, and it is just, yeah, I know people are going to be excited to see this in action.
They've been
It's
cooking
something
on this
new.
one for a while too.
Right.
They've been taking their time. They really want to get it right. You can tell
Right.
that they're very passionate about that.
Right. Yeah. And we have a home button here too, by the way. I don't know if we can switch back on over.
Oh,
So yeah, just out of respect to MagicX, though, I'm not going to turn it on. And we're getting lots of background noise from Rob there. See you, Rob.
Ooh, you broke
Okay.
him.
So
that's
it's
that.
Kind of weird. So not weird in terms of the hot dog handheld, but they also, like, this morning they announced that the 141 has been like suspended, and that the XU brand is going to release a better 16:9 handheld. So I wonder if they're going to pause development on the 141, and what they're going to work on next, basically.
I'm excited
Like,
to see what
what's next.
what is next for them. I do not know yet, but I do know that there are 2 micro SD cards. It comes with one here. I don't know if it comes with games or not. I will see. I'm going to be testing all week so we can do something with it. Maybe live stream Friday night, it sounds like. And here's your power button. So I'll be turning it on after the episode tonight, and I'll be playing with it because I don't really have much else to do, of course, here. There's not a lot to do. It's the walls start kind of talking to you eventually. Okay, so now we have the AYANEO Pocket S2 Pro, and this is one we don't need to worry about. We can just unbox, turn it on, have fun. So this one is ridiculously spec'd, of course, having that latest Snapdragon G3 Gen 3, and this is the black unit, 16 gigabytes of RAM, 512 gigabytes of storage, and it has Android. Now, you know that AYANEO definitely goes all out with their packaging. Fingerprint unlock, we got Hall triggers, we got Hall sensing joysticks, 1440p screen, large battery, larger battery than the last one. And I wasn't a huge fan of the first Pocket S, so we'll see how this compares. Micro SD card slot, full-featured Type-C. We have active cooling, 3.5 headphone out. I really enjoyed that they have that this time. And 8-way D-pad. 8-way D-pad? Well, I'm going to see what that's about.
Well, I mean,
Oh, man, that's
You
what
got the
I'm so
Pro
excited
one,
for
so it
that.
has the
dish.
swappable D-pad. Yeah, you can do a regular D-pad or the little disc.
Do whatever you want, Rob.
I wish they had sent you the B-Duck version.
I want that one. It's so ugly, but I want it.
Yeah, I think the Pocket S2 I think has the ugliest B-Duck.
I kind of want it just because it's so ridiculous. You know
It's
what I mean?
so ridiculous. I love it.
Oh, okay. So this has a little bit of heft to it. I can tell it's
I'm not
a
surprised.
little bit heavier, bigger battery, right? So it's a little heavier than the first Pocket S. But also I can tell you right off the bat, it feels more comfortable though at the same time. The way they have it curved and everything's shaped, it just kind of lets you sink into it. Now, I hope it comes with different joystick options because these joysticks for me are a little bit small, but they're different than the first one, right, Dan? You were telling me that last week.
Yeah,
Do
the six,
they pop off? Do the caps pop off?
I don't think so.
Because if they're like the one on the Ace, they should be able to come off. I know AYANEO's kind of switched their sticks more recently. They're not using those Switch style sticks anymore, which is definitely an improvement.
You said switch like 3 times in that sentence, so I lost you a little bit there, but I think so.
I think I said it once.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
pretty sure
can
you
we get an
only said
instant replay? Can we get the instant replay, ref?
Yeah, the instant replays when this thing ends.
Well, what do we got?
There
here?
you go. That's your
There's
replay.
Zoo looking at his water.
Zoo's on my
his
side.
water
It's
tower.
cool.
Hey
Oh, I
guys,
don't
you know
know.
what? Wait, is this the last Monday of the month? Hold on. No, luckily next
no,
Monday
there's
is.
one-
I was
there's
gonna like
one more.
Zoo owes us a game review this week. It is voting time though, so get in the Discord, right, and vote for your next game of the month.
Oh,
Right? Am I right? Am I wrong?
yeah, I think so.
I don't know what that is. What is this? This
So
little-
it looks like you
retainer?
can use. It looks like you can use that to remove the
Retainer.
D-pad.
Oh,
Like that's. I'm not entirely sure what the ridges are for. Maybe
pleasure.
not for me.
That's kind of cool.
I'm gonna get you, Rob.
It's nice that they include it. It's kind of like
It's like a keyboard tool, where you have the way
Yeah.
it's included in the box.
yeah, like when you get your switch puller and your keycap puller. It's basically that.
How many times did Ban say switch?
A lot, too many times. It's okay.
I said it once.
I say the same words over and over and over again. So I'm just being stupid. Nice USB-C to USB-C cable. I love to see all this stuff, which is really, really fun. Of course, we got. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, so
at least there's no handheld in it.
no. Right. So let's talk about this.
You can see.
D-pad. First thing we're doing here is this is actually I guess it's 8-way pivot they must mean, but this is a 4-way directional. So was there a second D-pad maybe in that packaging?
There might have
Is that
been.
what they mean? Is that what they mean? Well, I'll look at that in a minute. We have face buttons here. So they're pretty shallow face buttons. They have rubber membrane, not clicky at all.
Okay.
They're gonna be a little bit louder, but they're also very soft.
They're also
And-
larger than the original.
Yeah, they're also larger.
Good.
So it has a little bit of that Retroid pocket. I don't know. Maybe the RP Flip 2 is a good comparison. Feels similar to those buttons, and the loudness, at least, that definitely is similar. The D-pad has a very nice pivot, as is, and it's clicky, kind of a clicky pivot, fairly quiet. As far as the shoulders go, very quiet. I love that smoothness on those shoulders, man. That feels nice, and there's a little bit of grit, which I enjoy. And then you have analog for the triggers. Should be Hall everything, right? And you got a big air intake there, your fan vent up top, volume up and down, your fingerprint reader, and you do have your 2 extra function buttons. Oh, this is definitely more comfortable. Definitely more comfortable than the first one. Oh, man. However, it is black, and this is all glass front, so this will be a little bit fingerprint printy over time.
How's the plastic on the back? Or no, it's not plastic, right? It's all metal now.
No. Well, maybe it is. Maybe it's like a light aluminum or something.
Okay.
It feels good. It feels smooth. It's matte finish. There's that slight AYANEO gloss on top of that, though. The very, very slight. So you might, just in AYANEO fashion, you might see a little bit of little fingerprinting. I'll report back. I can't say for sure yet. Let's just see. So far, so good. But yeah, we'll be diving in on a full live stream. I'm hoping for tomorrow around 12 p.m. Pacific is what I'm going to aim for, and we'll see how close I get to that. Let's turn it on. Yeah, actually, I'm not seeing fingerprints on the top. They do have that like whatever they call it, the anti-fingerprint coating they're putting on these. They made a big thing about it for the last one I was reviewing. What was it? The
Ace?
The Ace, yeah, the Ace.
I like that they rounded it out a little bit.
Yeah, I think that's a nice improvement.
It needed that. Yeah.
Now I'm kind of curious about like the people that get the dish D-pad with theirs, how that's going to end up for them, because I mean the last time well, I'm just saying, the last time AYANEO put out a handheld with a dish D-pad, I don't think many people liked it.
We'll have to see. I'm going to go look while this is installing its stuff. I'm going to go see if there's a second D-pad in that packaging that I might have missed. We can skip that lock. Yeah, we're going to skip it. I said we're going to skip it. It's going to download something. Oh, no, we're already here. Never mind. Did I bring my SD card today? What's in the packaging? What's in the box? Let's see what's inside. Oh, what do we got here today? That's what we got to choose from. So we have 128. Oh, 2 terabyte. That's what we want. One or the other. So along the bottom here, it looks like you have 2 downfiring stereo speakers. You have your 3.5, your USB-C, and the micro SD card slot, which no frills. It just does like that. Pop it in. System update. Is there a system update? I'm sure there's always a system update. We're good. No. Ah. Okay, guys. So we are just going to... Let's just install an Android game. Keep it simple for today so we can move on to the other unboxings. But stay tuned tomorrow. We're going to be covering this and taking a deeper look. Where did I put those games? What do you want to see? Cuphead? Cuphead Android version? The jankiest Cuphead in existence?
Stubbs, speaking of
Stubbs.
janky.
I think
My connection?
Yes, very much so.
I
We're watching you in GIF format right now.
When did
I-
it start?
like
2
not.
minutes ago, maybe.
I don't think it was that long ago.
I'm sorry.
I was saying it was running at one stubs per second.
All right, you guys talk for a second while that installs.
Oh, he's going at 1 frame a second.
I can't tell if Andrew is stuck either. You know, it's just
No, I'm not stuck.
That's
sometimes
just
he's like just paused.
that's just how he is, though. Honestly,
I'm trying something out for one of our viewers that I forgot to follow up on, so I'm just trying something for them real quick.
oh,
On the,
you're
on the RG slide.
you're pulling up. What is it, Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
Right now, I have Evil Dead running.
Okay.
And then
Okay,
you have the,
so no second D-pad that I could
The
find.
Vampire Slayer.
Hey, that's what someone had asked for during the slide live stream.
yeah, and I just completely forgot, so I'm just testing that now.
I'm sure it'll be good.
I mean, Evil Dead's running it. I mean, I'm still in the first. I haven't left the house yet, but I'm running at 30 FPS, no slowdowns. So
Oh, there you go. Oh.
yeah,
That's cool.
at 1.5x.
Is my frame rate better now?
Yeah, it's better. I was gonna say though, someone keep an eye out on Stubbs' face just in case he makes a good one. It freezes.
Oh, you.
Oh, and it's back down.
Yeah, it's back down again.
You need to crank the internet better.
Yeah, like
Get Tubbers to fix it.
yeah. I mean, he's an electrician.
Oh, Tubbers, yeah, he's actually really nice for being a criminal. I always appreciate that. You know, there was this one time where a job I worked for, we got hacked. There was some ransomware. And honestly, as soon as we pulled out the $3,000 Bitcoin and gave it to them, they unlocked all the files on the network within about 20 minutes. Honestly, faster customer service than Comcast. I was really impressed. I actually sent them a thank you note. I was like, thank you for like, being so responsive. Like you said, $3,000 in Bitcoin and you delivered. Like who gives that kind of service these days? Who? Stick to their words. Stick to their, like, faster than I thought.
Well, I'd say so.
All right. So listen, that's not working. The janky Cuphead port is not the one I should have chosen on this date and time. But
maybe not.
the buttons feel good, and I can't wait to play games on it. So let's just freaking move on. Oh. Are we gonna be doing this? Are we doing this now? ROMs? Okay. Android? Okay. You want Space Cadet Pinball?
Well, always.
Shovel Knight? Oh, Hotline Miami. So is the connection terrible right now?
No, you're
No,
You're
it's
moving
a little
fine.
better. Yeah.
Okay, sweet. Okay, here we go.
max intensity gaming.
That looks good. I'm real. Give me a second here. How about? I'm not going to take it more of your time. Listen, let's move on. I'll keep playing with this. If I get something running before the end of the stream, we'll cut back to this. I probably will. We'll take a look at maybe one game. But let's move on to these guys. They have some unboxings for you today. Yeah.
Yeah. I know Rob's got
Who
something.
wants? Rob, yeah, you want to go first, man? So this is an Etsy creator who you talked to, and you brought this one in, and they want to give away 2 copies of their game, and you're going to be unboxing something called a hype stick. Like, what is a hype stick? What do we get hyped about here with this stick?
Oh, there's a lot to get hyped about. That's why I was asking you about that Pocket S2 to see if those caps are removed, because, you know, you saying that they're a little small, but I have a solution that could
Breaking news, Rob.
Oh, they are.
Oh, they are removable. So yes, so these hype sticks would in fact help you with that problem, since they come in all sorts of sizes. But these hype sticks are actually really cool. They so Eric runs my hype box, and he's actually part of our community. You probably know him by the username of Pun Live. You've seen him probably in our RH Discord. I actually have some people that have shared, you know, pictures of his product, but I've got a whole demonstration here for you guys. You know, just he sent me a whole bunch of samples in different sizes, and it's just really interesting story. I mean, he clearly is very passionate. He has been working to kind of refine these sticks, these joystick caps that you can replace for your Odin 2s, your Retro Pocket 5s, basically any device that has removable caps would work.
All right, Eric, let me ask you this, man. Do you got any ones with spikes? Maybe pancreas stimulating technology?
So the nice thing here is that it doesn't compete with Stubbs Nubs. You know, so I had to make sure for myself. I wanted to make sure that I wasn't covering a competing product. You know.
All right,
but
we'll let him. We'll let him live. Hold on.
So it's
Teflon.
Kind of cool.
Teflon's calling my name right now.
Teflon.
Oh, we're good. We're good. Okay. All right. Sorry. Continue, Rob.
Yep. So he actually sent me the original design. So these are, if I go full screen here, let's see, do that. There you go. So hold on, let me get my lightning up for this, you know, get it all nice and going here. So these are the original sticks, joystick caps. These are just hype sticks. What he did was he went back and actually tried to improve the design. He wasn't content with how these presented, and he wanted to just make them better than ever. So he came out with the Nova lineup. And these are really nice. These are really high quality. He's been prototyping the cases that they come in, which is really awesome. I love this kind of Game Boy inspired packaging. And as you can see, these are different styles that we have here.
Ooh.
So there's convex, concave, flat. There's all these different types of styles, which is really nice.
That's very nice, Rob.
Yeah. So there's all these really cool things here. So actually, the one I'm most excited about is one that he personally enjoys the most. And you know what's funny is actually ended up becoming my favorite one, which is these clear sticks. And
oh, I like those a lot.
Yeah, so if I kind of just turn it all the way down, let's kind of get the mood going here.
Oh,
I can already see it just a little bit.
Oh yeah, see that?
Oh,
see how beautiful that is?
Oh, Eric, hold on, man. Hold on.
So
what's your number? Where are you at?
The cool thing is that he offers all the sticks in in this clear, kind of transparent, translucent material, and it's really cool. I've seen some really cool images online, just of just people sharing it, getting these sticks, customers. But he also offers it in black, so if you want to just match up your device, he offers it in a kind of like a gray color, and then of course white. So if you're trying to match it instead, definitely. But this clear one is just so cool because you know how a lot of the devices today are just coming with those RGB lights, and it's such a cool effect. And these are massive. These are so awesome how big these are. These are XL sticks. So, a lot of the issue with a lot of the devices today is that they come with these tiny nubs, and it's like, why are they so small? But this is a nice. You can see how my thumb is on this. Yeah. Look at the size of the original Odin 2 in comparison. I mean, I could literally just put it on there. So it's kind of
love that.
Yeah. So these are really nice. They're resin printed. So he was experimenting with doing resin printing, something a little bit better than just typical 3D printing tools, and it's just really nice quality. He's really passionate. He's interactive in the community, you know, and
Wow.
it's just awesome stuff. I mean, really cool stuff here, you know. So yeah, nice thing is that this works with everything. I mean, here's the Retro Pocket 5. Just put them on here. And there you go. Now your Retro Pocket 5 has got these nice big sticks if you want.
Okay, where do we get this? Like, where do we go to get this again? How much?
So I believe it's myhypebox.com, but it will take you to his Etsy page.
I thought you said it was Eric. I thought you said it was Eric's Hypebox.
No, Eric runs MyHypebox, and he runs it with his fiance, and they kind of run this shop together. And the Hype Sticks is kind of an expansion out of MyHypebox. So yeah, it's really nice stuff, really cool stuff. I told them that the clear ones, I'm just obsessed with the clear ones. I want to put it on every single device.
But okay, so I'm gonna go here and look at this. But where and how much?
So if Sony scrolls down a little bit, you'll see that some of the listings that he has there and the options.
I need those ones. So $10.
Yeah.
That's it.
$10 for the set. Yep.
Oh, that's
All right.
really good.
Yeah. So
Eric,
there you go. So this he's showing a really cool. It has a really cool video of it. Yeah, the clear collection for me is just
that's just where it's
awesome. It's awesome. Yeah.
You know, I gotta say, man, you have my permission to make Spiky Stubbs Nubs edition. Maybe we could collaborate on one of those. That would be pretty cool to see the nubs lit up. I mean, come on, that is awesome.
And I'm looking in chat. A lot of people bringing up really good comments. You know, these are great. For example, like white sticks. You know what happens to white sticks. You have, you smoke around them. They get yellowed. You get some Cheetos dust on them, and so these are great replacements for that. The clear ones, of course, really cool looking, especially with those RGB lights, like I mentioned. I see that Alex had a question about the texture and the material. So these are a hard plastic. They're very smooth feeling. They feel really good on my thumbs. I have no complaints about them, honestly.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they're really nice.
So what are we giving away today?
So Eric actually worked with his friend who happens to also be a developer. His name is Devoted, I guess, and he actually created the coin game, and it's really interesting. There you go, Sony, bring it up. It's kind of a basically like going to like the carnival, essentially. It's kind of recreating that experience, and it's pretty cool. And so he actually worked with his friend. They kind of went back and forth on designs to help create the Nova sticks that we see here. So they actually worked in collaboration, and so his friend is kind enough to donate 2 keys to give away for us here on the RH podcast. And so yeah, we have two keys to give away. I guess Stubbs, you will share how they can enter to win those 2 keys.
Sure. Yeah. How much is this? I just want to see a little more info. Oh.
Yeah, it's really cool. So, if you just miss the old days of going to the arcades and ticket redemption and all that stuff.
The bowling alley and
not the ball game.
That's fun. So how much is this going to be?
So this game is actually $13.99, and it's an early access game, you can see here. But so he's kind enough to donate 2 keys to give away, so 2 people can potentially win this game for their Steam collection, which is really awesome.
And Money was saying in chat here that the game's pretty big a few years back. So this is
I mean, if you look at all the reviews, I mean, people really enjoy what he has put together here. What developers put together, and it's cool.
Calvin, I'm married. I don't have an LLM girlfriend. I don't know what you're talking about.
I just love seeing the passion, and I think I just love seeing community members that just step up and kind of do all this stuff for us.
Man.
And it's cool.
This is really, it's really cool, and it's generous that we're going to be giving away 2 copies. I want to get a copy of the game. I don't actually have this one, so okay. And there's a supporter bundle I saw. There's like a $18 variant that gives you what?
So let's see what the bundle comes with.
Yeah, the supporter edition. So supporter edition. So I guess you're just supporting the dev, as far as I can tell.
Well, could you click on that, Sony?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Is it?
Supporter edition. It includes it's DLC. So Gold Supporter Edition smartwatch for your characters. Supporter Edition clothing option. You You get a poster, and may change in the future. Might add some more. So it is a cosmetic, basically to support the devs for doing cool things. Okay.
Which I think is a good way to do it.
Yeah,
All right.
I think that's always nice when it's an option if you want to donate additional.
So if you are interested in this giveaway, you know how it works if you've been here a while, everybody.
Oh, yeah.
So go ahead and subscribe to our channel. Give this video a like, a thumbs up. Tell your friends, all that good stuff. Like, comment, subscribe, all the things the YouTubers say. And then what we want you to do is go ahead and leave your Discord name in the comment section after this stream ends, or right now. I think you can access the comment section before the stream's even over. Just leave your Discord name. You don't have to say anything, or you could say like, Stubbs, what's your geo coordinates if you can figure it out. Anything that really could benefit me getting back to my house, to my family would be good. But so just leave your Discord name, which would be great. And then next Monday on the show, we're going to be drawing the 2 winners live, and we will give you all a chance. So all week long, you can leave your Discord name, even next week's show until we do the drawing. And I'll contact you on Discord and hook you up with the keys.
Yep, and we can have 2 winners, so that's pretty awesome.
It's funny. Okay, comment on the video without my Discord name, something completely unrelated. Got it. Yeah, I know.
That's how they usually go.
It usually takes us like, what, 10 drawings before we finally get a winner? An actual correct entry.
Next time we'll just have to put like 20 names in.
Look, this is great for your kids. This game is great for your kids, because I'll tell you, I've lost a lot of money over the years because my kids want to play the ticket games, and I keep telling them, like, no, the ticket games are not your move in an arcade. You want to go play like Pac-Man for 25 cents because you can play more than 10 seconds. You know what I mean? It's like you're not getting any value with these ticket games, so you can live out that life in this game. That's the beauty.
That's the benefit, huh?
Yes, very much.
All right. Well, check this out, everybody. Hype Stix, that I'm really hype about. In the coin game, I'm going to pick up a copy. This is sweet. What do you got for us, Ban?
I got a couple of things. Give me one quick.
Ban's got a whole bunch of.
I got 2 things.
Seeing Ban's hands quite a bit today.
Dive in.
Yeah, you're gonna see my hands a couple of times, but there we go. First thing I kind of got. I've taken a look at a couple of Fantech things here on the Discord or on the podcast already. But this time they kind of sent over the EOS. It's a mouthful of a name. The EOS Pro 2S. So you're kind of looking at more. It's not quite iterative, but it is a nice upgrade over the original EOS Pro. I think I showed it to Rob in a personal channel, but the compatibility gets to Tesla vehicles specifically. They just have to mention that. But it also covers, computers, Switch, iOS, macOS, TV, OS, Android, all of the above. If I can get it out. They were going to send me the retro edition, but they ended up sending me, I think it's a Starfield edition, or at least that's kind of what it's styled after.
You get that Xbox dish D-pad, which is cool.
Yeah, but you also get, they did this with the original EOS, where you have a couple of extra different D-pads that you can pick from, as well as extra, as well as extra stick heights. So that means...
I know you saw that question, Ben. Can it?
If you plug in the 2.4 gigahertz dongle, you can control a submarine at about 1,000 hertz polling rate. If you do it over
Logitech.
I was gonna say, if you do it over Bluetooth, it'll only run at 250 hertz, I believe. It's got a 1,000 milliamp hour battery. They say it will run for about 26 hours. On the back, I actually really like it, but they have a little switch so you can actually say what you're connecting to, rather than having to remember like a key combination. I think some of the older 8-bit duos did that, where you had to home plus whatever to get it specifically to Android. But I think it's a really full-featured controller for what it is. I think the biggest change over the over the older EOS Pro is that this one's using TMR sticks rather than Hall effect sticks. So
You know what that means.
do I remember what TMR means? Or do I know
You know what the difference is. Like why? Because I don't know why it matters.
From what I'm not smart, obviously, but
You are smart.
I didn't say that.
I go to you when I need help with something.
I believe the difference between TMR and Hall effect is that rather than using magnets, it is more. I think it's more. I can't think of the word, but it's less interference. Because if you remember, some devices would use like. Oh well, there you go. TMR uses less power than Hall, has a closer feeling to analog sticks. Thank you for putting words in my mouth that I actually need.
That's good.
One thing that I do want to note, though, about the EOS Pro 2S is that it's a very clicky controller. I don't know how audible this will be, but the shoulders are clicky. The face buttons are micro switches, so they're clicky as well. The D-pad is actually like super clicky, but it's more of a satisfying click to me. I don't know how audible that clicking is.
I can hear it pretty well. Yeah,
But
it's a louder click, but does it feel good?
Oh, I think it feels great, honestly.
Okay.
When it comes to like, everyone knows I do a whole lot of like precision platformers. So
Right.
having that click has actually been really helpful. Right
Okay,
now,
you're a controller guy, so everybody, if you're wanting to know about controllers, Ban is the most qualified of our team to tell you about them.
whether or not that's a good thing is up to you.
I think
But
it's pretty good.
right now on their website, it's about $45. Oh, it's on sale, so it's $40 right now. They also have a compatible charging dock, which is only $8 on their website. So I think before shipping, it's a full package for about $50. One thing that I didn't mention but I will real quick. Unlike a lot of controllers, it kind of went with a different shape in terms of ergonomics. So if you're someone who really specifically likes the Xbox ergonomics, this might not be for you. But I've actually, with this and the original EOS Pro, it actually fits my hands just a little bit better. So this is a faux unboxing, but I have been using this a little bit more than a lot of my other controllers, though I did get the 8-bit Do Ultimate in, so that might change.
I feel like a phone unboxing is better actually because you can now relay your experience of using it.
Yeah, and which is true, because so far my experience with it has been super positive. As up until this point, I don't think I've had any connectivity issues. I don't think I've had any missed inputs. I did get started on playing Need for Speed Hot Pursuit with just this controller, and it's been basically as good as it can get for me for right now.
And I might have missed it, but how much is this? Pull over the specs there, yeah.
It's on sale for $40, and they sell a charging dock separately for, I think it's only about $8.
Ooh.
They do have a few different colors, though the 2 Pro or the 2S is only in this kind of Starfield color and the black and white.
Oh, nice. Okay.
The gray, white, and black are currently only on the 2 Pro. So it's basically, if you want the TMR sticks, you get the 2S. If you want Hall effect, you can get the 2. And if you click on the variant, that'll pull up the price difference between them as well, Sony.
Ben, someone was asking if it has impulse triggers. I'm assuming not at the price point.
When you say, are you talking about the
I mean,
the switch on the back?
It's an impulse buy.
Oh, I mean, at that point, yeah. But it does have, there's a switch on the back that lets you go from the long travel to a shorter travel.
Nice. Okay.
So kind of like on the, what is it, Legion Go S.
Okay.
But yeah, just a little switch on the back that just shortens it for you.
Yeah, I think they're talking about like how there's that feedback in the trigger itself when you're playing like racing games and stuff. I'm assuming it probably doesn't have it.
No.
Yeah,
They're just standard Hall effect triggers. But yeah, so far my impressions are super positive. That's probably going to show when I do a full review over on the website.
I can't wait for it. So check it out, everybody, on the website.
I'm such a sucker for those Starfield colorways.
Yeah. I didn't know how much I was going to like it based off the box, but it's a really nice colorway.
It reminds me of that D8 that I have.
Oh, it's not a good controller.
No, it's not great. It's collecting dust somewhere on a shelf.
I don't blame on that.
There's way better options for that.
Well, and before, Ben, I don't know if you don't mind real quick. I actually got a game working on here now. I got Switch under Sudachi working. So let me wanted to show everybody. Again, stay tuned for the stream tomorrow. And if you want interested in that controller Ben showed off, that will be in our description after the show. And stay tuned for Ben's review. So we do have Sudachi working. Now, on the G3X Gen 3, do you need a special driver for this? A turnip driver or anything?
Well,
Rob, do you remember?
Don't they say they have full compatibility with turnip drivers? Isn't that something that AYANEO was very proud about?
Well, yeah, but I'm using the stock built-in Sudachi,
So it should work for the turnip drivers that because they work for Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, and which is what they're claiming it'll have full compatibility with anything that works with that chipset.
Okay, cool. So the screen is very vibrant. I just wanted to say that. And it feels to me just more luxurious and higher quality than the first one. I really didn't care for the ergonomics and the feeling of the first one. So if you were looking for something a little more comfortable, this is definitely an improvement, and one that's going to be going up against, some of the higher end devices is going to be going up against the AYN Odin devices for me. So I think that's a fair comparison. I wish I would have brought those before everything happened here. If somebody can drive them to me, that'd be great.
I'll get right on that.
Oh, thanks, Andrew. Are you in Oregon? Wait, are you part of the scheme?
Of course.
Damn it.
Why do you think I'm here? Just keep an eye on you.
He's the one actually controlling the camera when it follows you.
I'm not unboxing anything. I'm the one that keeps making you turn into a GIF.
You all don't believe me right now that this is, Oh my God, everything's happening. Not a backdrop.
You're definitely a professional podcast.
No, we're not talking about that. You're just in a room. We know that, but we're talking about the actual window itself. That looks like it's pre-recorded. It just looks like it's on a video loop.
Oh my God, my cabinet fell off.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I was holding this up by this cabinet I pulled off the wall.
I'm getting Blair Witch Project vibes here.
So this is...
Tubbers is not going to be pleased.
Yeah, I broke it off this cabinet. Well, I did... This was holding up my camera, everybody. Isn't that crazy? I had to really put up a setup here. This is my setup. There's the window. See, 3-dimensional, Rob.
To the wall.
To the wall.
To the window.
Thanks, Rob.
Look, there's my vase. And there's where I go poopy. So. Look at this jank setup, guys. Look at this.
What is happening here? Is that a cot that you're sleeping on? Did they give you a cot to sleep on?
Yeah. I got a pretty nice bed here, but yeah. So, that's how it goes sometimes.
Does it though?
Over to you, Ban.
Okay, then. Yes, over to Ban now. What do you have for us, Ban? Oh, Ban's on mute.
Ban, you're muted.
We're professionals.
We're professionals here.
We swear.
It's a professional podcast.
Minisforum sent over the UM880 Plus, which is another one of their mini PCs. This one runs the was Ryzen 7 8845. Oh, yeah, that. He's just here to distract people.
Poor man.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, man. That's not my fault.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Anyways, I sent over this mini PC. Runs the Ryzen 7 8845HS, which means it comes with the the Radeon 780M GPU. One thing that I did note was that it has this like sticker over something, and I've been waiting to just kind of.
Oh, I know what they're covering up.
What are they covering up, Rob?
I'm pretty sure that says UM780 beforehand.
It was covering.
I'm almost positive it said
Rob.
780 before.
Rob, there is nothing.
Yeah, I think they left that empty on purpose.
They forgot a name. Okay. Anyways.
It's pretty cool, man. I'm so sorry to Minisforum too. This is not my finest
We're a
hour,
professional
but
podcast.
We are professionals, don't worry. The model that they did send over to me, I think is the only one they have available at the moment, which is a 32 gig, 1 terabyte model. And right now, if you go on Amazon, it's $520, which honestly isn't bad considering it's a full spec 8845 HS chip. The two main things outside of the PC that came in the box was this tiny like 120 watt brick for the entire PC. And then they had a little box in there that if I can actually get it out. This little M.2 board has the Oculink port for it.
ooh,
So that you can actually have both USB-C as well as native Oculink on the PC. It's just you give up one of the M.2 SSD slots in exchange for that. Which, depending on how big of if you want to open it up and put a larger SSD in it, that might not be too big of an issue for you. But yeah, it's a pretty... it's about the same size as a lot of the other mini PCs that you've seen on the market, but they did pretty well at the design, though one big gripe is that to get in, you do have to remove the feet, though they did include additional feet if these run out of the adhesive. What is it? This, if you're looking at emulation, you're going to easily get up into, like... Rob can correct me if I'm wrong, but you're going to get into PS3 and like Xbox 360 pretty easily, honestly.
It handles it pretty well, yeah. And because this is a desktop, a mini PC, you're going to have a little more power to feed it, which will definitely help.
This one, I believe they have it rated for up to 54 watts of power.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome, yeah.
And it's got two USB 3.2 ports, headphone jack, and then on the back is where your other USB ports are, your USB 4, so it actually can do an eGPU in both ways. But it's also got your HDMI display port and the it's just an empty hole at the moment, but it's the Oculink port once you
oh, this says Oculink?
Yeah. Did you miss the board?
I had to deal with the situation, but yeah, that is awesome.
So, yeah, I have an eGPU coming in that has both Oculink as well as USB-C or USB 4. So I'll be able to test be able to test performance across both of those.
Okay.
But even as it stands, the 8845HS and the 780M has done pretty well with like 720p and 1080p gaming. I know that I'm someone that could get away with just playing Forza almost every day of the year. And I can get this going at 60 FPS, low to medium settings at 1080p, though I can also, crank it up if I drop resolution. Yeah, Andrew?
Nope, just like crank it. That's all.
Oh, not like
I don't want to interrupt you again, Ban. I'm holding back a little bit, but I think this is a cool mini PC. But what's the price on this? Where do people get it?
so. Like I said earlier, $520 on Amazon. Right now, Minisforum is also having their 5th anniversary sale going on their website, and so it actually might be lower. It's just dependent on what time you see this, what time you actually want to pick it up. But $520 gets you the full setup: 32 gigs RAM, 1 terabyte storage. They don't currently offer a bare bones version of this like they do on other PCs. So
That's not a bad price though, especially because it's got everything, RAM and storage. That's crazy.
Okay, but for the casual, I don't know, PC gamer, somebody who wants a small PC, like what does this play up to? Do you think with the 8845 HS? I mean, that's going to be comparable to like an AYANEO Kuin at full power, right?
yeah, so it'll actually be a little bit more powerful than the Kuin, at least the 7840U versions that we have. Like it does up to like Xbox 360, PlayStation 3 emulation. If you want to be that person and play Nintendo Switch at your computer or at your desktop.
And if you don't want to use the built-in dedicated graphics 780M, you can definitely use that Oculink port or the Thunderbolt to expand with an eGPU, which is nice to see. And they do have a cheaper variant I saw on the listing for 400 something. I think it's a different model though.
Yep, that's the NAB 9, which is their Intel version.
Their Intel. Okay, so this has the Core i9 12900 HK. So a couple gens back, but still looks like fairly powerful. And does that have Oculink too? Let me see.
That one
Probably
I'm not sure.
Well, it does. It does.
Wait, it does
says
mention
it does,
Oculink.
right there. It does mention Oculink.
It's kind of up to you on like, do you want the Intel experience where you get more cores, or do you want the AMD experience where you do get a little bit more power with the graphics?
I was gonna say on the GPU side, especially. Yeah.
Because it's 8 cores on the 8845 HS versus like 14 on the 12900 HK.
So if this was like a Core Ultra Series 2, I'd say it's then you're talking about something that's competitive with what AMD's doing. But yeah, no.
So not only right, it's half the price of the AYANEO, it's half the size, but it's not a handheld. So
That's
there's a
true.
trade-off there.
I mean,
But
you could always slap a 7-inch screen on that. Andrew knows about those screens.
One thing though is that it is absolutely quieter than the AYANEO Kuin. I've again faux unboxing, but I've had my time using it for the past week or so. It's like the quietest mini PC that I have at the moment. Mike from Team Retro sent me a 7840 HS mini PC, and that thing just screams when I push it. This has been super quiet during my testing so far.
Does it fit in your pocket?
The pants that I have on right now, probably not.
okay.
I thought you were going to answer with I don't have pants on right now, but that's
No, Rob,
fair.
no,
That's fair. That's fair.
dude.
He's not wrong. Well, okay, he is wrong. I do have pants, but
He just happened to have them on this time around. That's all. That's what he's trying to say.
I had to be professional for Minisforum, so I put the pants on.
That's good. That's good. We're proud of you, man.
No, so far out of all of my mini PC,
What in what is that? A space heater that they provided you with?
Yes. Continue. Don't. This is Ban's moment now.
well, there was a comment in the live chat that mentioned, is there a mini PC with the HX 370? They do have an HX 370 mini PC, but at the moment, I think it's closer to $850, $900 right now, and that's the Minisforum AIX1.
Yeah,
And
they're up there in price. They're hovering around like the 800, 900, some in excess of $1,000, honestly. So they're expensive.
yeah, and I mean, some people haven't like depending on who you are, that difference might actually be important for you.
Right.
But yeah. Oh, okay. They have that one as well, the Elite Mini AI
Well, yeah,
370.
if you
Yeah,
if you
and
want the AI
that's pretty
370,
pricey. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's going to do everything though, but it is definitely double the price.
Well,
and
the
is it
thing is
worth
that
it at that?
the AI 370 is not as big of an improvement over the 8840. What was it, 8845 HS? The
Right.
Yeah.
the big jump in terms of generational improvement really is that 395 chip. That's where you're seeing it, but that's like $2,000, $1,500 for one of those. So
Yeah, exactly. And one comment I'm also seeing right now in the chat is people talking about for $500-$600 for $900,000 you could build a more capable computer for that. And I'm not
Right.
going to disagree with you. You could easily build a more capable computer, but at the same time, are you going to build a computer that's this size? It's not going to be as powerful because you're going to get a full GPU and a larger computer. But if you just need something on your desk to do what you need it to do, this is
Yeah.
plug and play. It just goes. It's super small.
Is this one you're going to keep in your collection then, long term? You think?
This one, because of how quiet it is, I'm probably going to use this as a Bazite like mini PC for my other TV. Because right
Nice.
now, with the amount of performance, most of the games that I play regularly can run on this.
Okay.
And it just makes it super easy to just leave it on a shelf and just let it run, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, and Kenny has it right in chat. I feel like this does look like the perfect Batacera machine to throw up there on next to your TV in the
I know a
living
lot of
room.
people use the mini PCs for that purpose as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
And some people actually are limited by space. I mean, I know space is a consideration, so
Yep.
it's nice to have that kind of performance, in a box that small. It's pretty cool to see, and the prices just keep coming down on these things.
Yeah, it's really nice to see. And yeah, Ben, thank you for sharing both of these things. I'm sorry to have interrupted you in the middle there, but this is. Oh, I like pairing it with that blue controller.
I was going to just say, like, I know most people know how big an Xbox controller is. So, like, where is it? There you go.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's always a great comparison, just to really drive home the size of this mini PC.
Yeah, because, I mean, if I were to pull out, like, my actual desktop PC, I could probably fit about 7 of these in it.
So I have an ITX PC, and the power supply is probably the same size as that Minisforum PC, which is just kind of wild to think about.
Yeah.
Yeah, computers are getting smaller, and they're getting more power efficient, and they're getting
Yes.
just better.
That's the other thing too. You actually bring up another great point: power efficiency. I mean, these computers run at very low wattages, and they're quite powerful.
Well, All right.
Like,
If I can add one more thing. To
Add one more
this, Prime Day's around the corner, so like they'll be these. There's a decent chance these will be less expensive and more.
oh,
like,
for sure.
more affordable. If you think it's a little bit out of your price range now, just wait for Prime Day. There's a good chance it won't be at that point.
Yeah, there it is. July 8th through July 11th.
4 days of fun.
Depends on who you ask. There we go. Oh,
thank you for sharing. Okay, Prime Day coming up. We're going to let you know all about it. Don't forget about the fact that we have a merch store. That's right, retrohandhelds.myspreadshop.com. We have like 5 different links that go to the same place, but that's one of them. Check out the new meme-filled goodness from Oh No, from Rob and Zoo Reviews and his classic purple. You got to rep that hoodie. You got to get that tote bag. You got to get Zoo's sticker. And also look at the mugs. Look at those fun mugs. You want a mug? You want to fight about it? There's a mug. What, $10? That's nothing. $5 less. Less than that, come on. It's pretty sweet, so check that out. Well, I'll be live streaming here for the rest of my foreseeable future. I'll let you know next week if any dramatic turns have happened. But do expect that this podcast, rain or shine, no matter where in the world or universe, even if I'm pulled out into the space wall at the edge of our solar system that is at 90,000 Fahrenheit degrees, I will still be live streaming. I will find a way. If the Voyager probe can get through there,
Are
so
you the
can
new
I.
Carmen Sandiego?
That's right. Where in the universe is Stubbs? Nobody knows. We're going to get out of here, everybody, but not before I call out a very nice super chat from Green Protagonist. Thank you always for your super chats. TrimUI Brick Hammer. Yes, that's right. Bring down the hammer.
The hammer, yep.
Break the window.
yeah.
Oh, actually, if I could find a hammer.
No,
I mean,
Who's looking
I
at
feel-
Pocket S2 Pro?
Yeah, I was
gonna
gonna
say you have some tools.
I don't know about the Touch 40 though.
Perhaps a battery.
I'll finally have a
Little
use
bit
for
of
this
an
thing that's
explosion.
always on my desk.
What is that?
This is my tree that lives on my desk. It
It's
was in one of
supposed to
my
bring him. What is it? Bring him good luck.
It's my good luck thing. I got it on Amazon one day. Actually, it was in my
I was gonna say I don't know how much luck he's been
my
having.
musical.
Yeah, I was
Well,
gonna say.
Unfortunately, it didn't come in handy this week. But in my music video, in my music thing that I do, this is featured in that video that my wife. I miss my wife. Okay,
Oh.
so let's get on. What you have something to say?
There's
We got
a.
one more
That's
super chat.
amazing.
Oh, this is my favorite. We got
That's
another
something-
super chat.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Productivity, €5.99. Thank you for your super chat. Thanks for our crashing my free hosting for EmuReady, by the
That's
way, after an
incredible.
article was posted on Retro Handhelds. Oh no! For one thing,
29,000 visitors in a day. That's incredible. Wow.
thank you for making that.
Yeah.
And our website has seen a big increase in traffic recently. The website like far outdid our YouTube channel, which I just
It's a great resource, though. I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, it really is.
These guys cooking. These
Articles
guys are cooking.
fantastic. Yeah.
yeah.
No, we're not.
Too humble. Anyways, yeah, that's crazy, man. You're doing awesome though.
Oh,
Just keep on
Andrew.
cooking on the EmuReady. I'm going to be contributing some of mine when I have some free time, and everyone in the RH community, get out there, get on EmuReady, give your tests, and let's build the biggest compatibility database in the universe. Serious, get on there. Let's do it. What's been crazy? And Reddit, when Reddit gets a hold of this, be prepared. A lot of traffic there. A lot of traffic.
Good luck.
Well, everybody, yeah, we're gonna cut it now while we're ahead. Don't forget. Do not ever forget. Where are my things here? That's right. Don't forget to like, to comment, subscribe, share, all the things the YouTubers say. And thank you so much for watching. And a special thanks to our channel members, our patrons, and our subs who make everything here possible for us. Join us in our Discord to chat and play games. Join us on the next week's episode where we're going to be announcing the winners for that free coin game giveaway, 2 winners. And join me tomorrow where I should be live streaming the Pocket S2 Pro. Rob, are you going to say something?
Oh, no. I was just saying, yep.
Oh, yep. Yep.
Good stuff.
And beyond that, I hope you all have an amazing weekend. Thank you for joining us for our podcast. We know that we go through some crazy things on here. And thank you for entering into the madness and the fun and the e-waste and everything. Until the next time, this has been Stubbs on behalf of Ban, Rob, and Mr. Andrew saying, take care of those handhelds. Take get your sticks.
Get those sticks.
Hype
Get those
sticks. Get
Look at
hype.
that. Oh
Hype
no!
sticks.
I forgot I didn't put it on the outside.
Good night. And take care of each other.
Look at this size.